Everybody, Brian back here with a Caspa update. All right, we were expecting a pullback here. We have gotten it. All right, so we're going to take a look at it in this support area. If you watched yesterday's video, we had it in there. Didn't quite come down that deep. Actually stopped just a hair above it here, so we'll move it up right there. That's where we ended up catching support. I was expecting it down to about 480, but it caught in about 484. Yeah, right in there. So just off a hair. All right, but we're going to dig into that in a second. I got a pretty decent article I want to share with you guys too. Here's the petahash 53. Still looking great, man. That's awesome. 53.7. Got some whales moving, some big. Look at this over here. 82 million. 82 million. You go down through here. There's another 82 million 762. 82 million 767. 756. 752. Some big move. 82 million 771. There's 67 million 82. A lot of moving going on down here with the whales. 82 million. That's some big 82 million tokens. That's a lot of money. What is that? Let's check this out real quick. I'm just curious that when you're talking money like that, there's a 82,000, 820,000, 8.2 million, 82 million times 0.0. What are we at? 4.49. Yeah, $4 million. 4 million. 18,000, $4 million worth of moving there. That's some serious money moving around. You know, this is all within the last 5-6 hours. You know, there's 83 million, 83. Some big moves there. I just thought it was kind of, you know, I don't know what's going on if they're. I don't know why you would move tokens around that much. That's a lot of money to just be moving and bouncing around, you know. But anyway, trading volumes 13.4 million over the last 24 hours, and market cap ranking number 45. Market cap is $1,050,816,000. So looking great. If we go over here to, we added a few whales over here last 24 hours. As soon as this thing loads up, I apologize. I don't know why it. I was over here looking around earlier. This it's not my internet. It's this. Up 1.3%. The whales, we added 3 in the last 24 hours. There'd have been more than that. Let me see here. Whales 227. Yeah, 4. Added 4 whales. So that's 10 million to 100 million. Caspa. So not too bad. Only 231 of them whales out there. 8 humpbacks. We added a few crabs, a few octopus, a few dolphins, and we were minus 0.3 in the sharks. Maybe that was the whales. Maybe they loaded up and moved up there. All right, but anyway, let's move on, guys. The crypto bubbles having a little bit of a pullback here. Let's see. I just did a bone video there. Kaspa. 44th, right? 44. There we go. About the same numbers as over there. 15.6 in the last 24 hours. Well, let's just leave it. All right. But this is for the week up here. If you look at the day, you know, having a little bit of a Gala's finally moving. About time. I love Gala. Great company right there. They got it going on. I was lucky there with that one there. Just as soon as they launched, I got in Gala. Thank God. That thing pretty awesome. But for the week, we got a lot. Look at Gala's up 41.5%. Link 46. This looks like an alt season, you know. But you know, when the bull run starts, you'll see stuff like this every day. It'll get so crazy. You won't even believe it. You know, when you're opening up your wallet and I don't know, you had $1,000 in it to begin, and you know, a month into the bull run, it's up to 25,000 or whatever. It just gets so crazy you won't even believe it. I mean, it's that nuts, you know, and it happens so fast. You go through all this misery, you know, during the bear market, and then when the bull run hits, it goes so fast. But it is so much fun, guys. If you haven't been through one, I can't wait. No, you guys, you're just gonna You're gonna love it. You'll see what I mean when it happens. It's so much fun. All right, but anyway, Bitcoin's having a little bit of a pullback here. Let's see what's going on with Bitcoin dominance. Then we'll get back to that Caspa chart. Look at how to hit that target. That 1.618, made it up there. It's having that Bitcoin dominance. We need that thing to come down. The 8's correcting. The 12 is correcting. The daily is the 90, still bullish on the daily. Look how high it's getting down here though, and it's a lower high than over here so far, so that would be a bearish divergence here if it doesn't make a higher high than this. The weekly still heading up at 182. Looks like it's probably going to go higher. If it comes up, it's amazing. With the altcoins haven't done bad this week at all. Usually when you see Bitcoin dominance doing this, the altcoins are just getting smashed. But that's not happening right now. So Bitcoin dominance is looking all right. Bitcoin itself has that target up here at Fibonacci right at 36. We talked about that. See this resistance, or it's going to be resistance right there. It's going to be a big one to break through if it can bust through this 36,000. That things are really going to get interesting then. The target after that is up at 43, which lines up perfect through here. Look at this. Look how this lines up. All right, let's put it right on the target. There we go. All right, look here. That support or resistance here just lines up perfect with these areas. When you go through here, you see it. It'll be support, resistance. Then the next one would be up here at 50. That's amazing. And these are weekly closes up here, so we got to be fun. We'll see what happens here. The weekly, we're still heading up for Bitcoin, which is great. The monthly, trying to flip back up. It's at a 78, a 79. The daily is up at a 96 and a 98. You're going to expect a pullback here at some time. All right, where's the 4? The 4 is reset. All right, so that might be all the pullback it gets, but look how high this thing went up to a 90. So chances are it's running out of steam here. You get a high like that down here in the RSI. Look how much it's up at a 64 here. It's going to pull back hard when it does finally pull back. Where's the daily? Look how high the daily is. It's at a 87. All right, so you can see, it can correct pretty far down. So we'll see what happens. But Bitcoin right now looks strong, but especially on the weekly, looks like it still has room to push up here. All right, so the Dow Jones down $251. Hasn't broke anything. Right on that support. Look at that. Right on that support. And that's the Dow, which is obviously super important. This support line is pretty important. We got the weekly reset, so hopefully we get a bounce out of this thing. The monthly, that can flip up in a hurry. The weekly reset, I like that. Where's the Dixie? 1066. It hit up there, and the weekly is tapped out at the top. The daily is just starting up, and the monthly is just starting up. Oh boy, of course we're looking for this thing to come up here to to the 108 to 110, right up in this area, and hopefully this turns into a huge ABC up here, something that would really get the market going. A, B up to 702 and C leg down. Hopefully, I'm not saying for sure that's what's going to play out, but if it did, pull that thing down, back down under 100, into the 90s. Boy, that'd be great to see. That would really get the market flying. I don't want to see the dollar crash. Nobody does, but pull back down to 96 wouldn't be bad for it. It was down there all through over here. Heck, it was down to 88 back here in 2018. So we'll see what happens. But that's what I'm looking for. A shot up to the put that back up there. There we go. Yeah, up to the 108, 110 area, right up in there. All right, let's move on here. Gala's looking great today. The total market cap Actually, with the one without Bitcoin is up. It's the total market cap without Bitcoin. That's on the monthly. Got the monthly, boy oh boy, just ready to flip bullish. Look how low it is down there, 47. Got the weekly turning up. Boy, it's trying to break out of here. Boy, if that breaks out, that the altcoins could really start ripping. Look how it's gotten rejected a few times off this area. If it breaks out of that 583 area, boy oh boy, yeah, this it could really get going. That'd be nice to see. I'm expecting a big retrace here for Bitcoin, so we'll see what happens. Let's get back to this Caspa chart. Oh, first I want to show you guys that article. Prices and forecasts of crypto assets banned, Teller and Kaspa. If we go down here, we're not going to read the whole thing. We're going to skim over it. The price of Caspa has experienced significant changes over the past week. Currently, the value of Caspa is 0.0449. This is about a week old. Registering an increase of 4.97. Blah, blah, blah. It is important to note that Caspa's current price is about 16% below its all-time high at 0.0534, suggesting some volatility. Caspa's market cap stands more over a billion now, with trading volume in the past 24 hours amounting to 7.5 million. Caspa's outstanding supply of 21 billion tokens, indicating a large user base and some degree of activity within the network. The average holding time of Caspa is currently unspecified, but the market seems to be showing signs of interest with a popularity ranking of 4.9. This indicates some interest from investors and industry participants in Caspa. Now the forecast that they have, this is from Cryptonomist. They do a lot of crypto articles. Alright, where's Caspa? It's down here. As for Caspa, a strong bullish rally is expected in 2023 with an expected maximum price of around 8 cents and an average price of 7. Even in a bearish market, the minimum estimated price for Caspa is about 0.061. These forecasts highlight a positive outlook for Caspa, but it is important to consider crypto markets can be highly volatile and that actual price movements could differ from these forecasts, obviously. Alright, so they're shooting for a maximum of 8 cents, by the end of the year, or for the rest of the year, and an average of 7. Alright, so we'll see what happens. But Cryptonomist, they write a ton of articles. Look at this, crypto horoscopes. Reporting the future. They do a lot of great stuff. So, all right, let's get over to that chart. Let's dig it. We're gonna dig in here. All right. Now, these wave counts. All right. If this was a 1, 2, 3, this was our 4th wave pullback. We're expecting a 5th wave up here. All right. Now, what if this pullback is over? A fib is giving this thing a target. Look at that. Up at 5.5, which would be a new all-time high, but we would be hitting the top side of our wedge. All right, let's see what the RSIs are saying. We got the daily at the top. All right, still got room down here to come up. 55.94 down there. The 12-hour is coming down fast. It's almost corrected at a 14 and a 28. The 8 is corrected. You can see it's starting a green candle here. The 4-hour is corrected and heading up, and it's a green candle. Alright, so if you really zoom in here, let's see if there is a resistance. Yeah, there is a line right about there. You can see it's just on the verge of breaking out of this resistance area here. Alright, I'm expecting that push up. But it might, it could possibly, that's our high right there. We'll see what happens. 0.056 is, if we make it up through here, which I am expecting, I believe we're going to get a new all-time high up here. But it's going to be right at the top of this wedge. Okay, so we'll see what happens, guys. The 4, the 8, the 12 is almost totally reset. Okay, so you got these time frames. Let's go through these again. You got the 12 just about on the bottom. Down here it's at a 54, has room to come up. You got the 8 reset. It's at a 52 down here. You got the 4-hour reset ready to go. It's at a 46. The weekly, that weekly is at a 25 and a 30. Just look at this thing. You're trying to curve. Look at it. It's got a bend in it there. We'll see what happens here. And on the bottom down here, this thing is only at a 62 on a weekly. It has room to push up here. But are we going to push up and make a lower high on this and get a higher high in price? That would be bearish. All right, so we got to make sure if we do go set an all-time high, we need this thing. It'd be nice to see it up here and then correct. All right, then we wouldn't have no bullish divergence, but I don't want to see this thing set a new all-time high and make a lower high. All right, because obviously then we have bearish divergence coming through here on the weekly, and we would be expecting a pretty big correction. All right, but I'm looking for that to break up through here, especially with all these time frames reset. Look at that 8-hour. That thing is ready to bust anytime, ready to break out through here. It could be fast, or it could. It's hard to say, guys. Not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, obviously. But, this top range, if we get up there, it's going to be interesting to see if we can break out of the top of this. So I'll be keeping my eyes glued to this thing. I have some alarms I'm going to be setting here. And hopefully when I'm talking to you guys next, we're either up through this thing or getting up to it here. And it's going to be exciting to see if we break out of this or not. All right, have a great night, everybody. Please hit the like and subscribe, and I'll be back with you soon. Thanks a lot.